This is the news at 10.
Glad to have you with us here for the news at 10. The wildfire burning north of Emmett grew by more than 30,000 acres overnight. The Paddock Fire is now about 187,000 acres. It has forced residents out of their homes. So far, it is not contained. Today, the fire's incident command team held a meeting to update the community on their progress so far. Jude Binkley has more.
Heat of a growing wildfire threatens land and livelihoods.
So the fire is currently at 187,185 acres.
As crews continue to battle the Paddock Fire north of Emmett, which is 0% contained.
The other night we thought we were doing pretty good with the lines. We had a wind come out of the north and push this fire in 3 different directions. And that's why we do not have much containment yet on it. We're still working to catch up some of these areas, in particular these ones that are in very steep terrain that have some retardant line on them, but not necessarily a lot of hand lines.
Members of the fire's incident command team held a community meeting Saturday. They say about 200 people are fighting the flames, with crews working to reinforce the 91-mile perimeter of the fire.
So the crews are going to continue to construct and hold and strengthen line. So what they'll do is work along this line that we've got in here, and they'll work in a couple hundred feet most times, and they'll mop up hot spots. They'll provide some point protection, so they'll go in around areas that have high values, that there's houses and other high values, and they'll strengthen those lines.
Evacuation notices remain in place for parts of Gem, Payette, and Washington counties. The Gem County Sheriff's Office says they're going door to door to alert residents who need to evacuate immediately, while the BLM says everyone in the area should be on alert.
In this kind of country with this kind of weather, you almost always want to be ready. So we tell people, be ready, have your medications, have your pets, have a plan, have an idea of what you're going to do in case something happens.
Those incident commanders did tell you that the United States is currently at level 5 on the wildfire preparedness level scale, which means that national resources used to fight fires are fully committed. Limited resources are another obstacle that crews are having to deal with. They do expect to be fighting the Paddock Fire for at least the next several days.